So today I'd like to talk to you guys about three caves that I imagine in my mind and what that means to me exactly. What am I talking about when I talk about these three caves? And I'm referring to one of the caves as being that quote we all seen online possibly that says, the deepest cave holds the greatest treasure. And how I sort of built upon that to explain and compartmentalize what's going on in my brain sometimes, and wanted to share that with you guys today. So the first one, the first cave, is a very short cave. It's a very, you walk in and there's all my stuff cave. It's where I keep all my stuff. It's where I'm in pretty much every day. It's where I think about when am I going to have to change my winter tires, or what's the price of gas this week, or what am I going to do tomorrow, or what am I going to talk about with my friend. Did he watch the show? We can talk about our show. It's where I compartmentalize my life. It's where I'm a functional human being. It's where I manage things. It's where I contribute to, my health, my well-being, and my family and society and all that stuff. So it's very mundane, repetitive, everyday kind of stuff. So that's cave number one right there. Cave number two is what I call the empty cave. It's the rumination cave. It's the I wish I could go back cave, the bottomless pit cave, the shame, guilt, unfinished business cave. And what I mean by this is I could just see myself in the past walking into this cave thinking, I want answers. I want to know. I want to understand. And walk into this cave. And the deeper I went, the more isolated I got, the more confused I got, the more lost I got, only to come up to a fork in the cave and think, wow, now I got to choose. And then I would choose the side and go deeper and deeper. And in isolation, I would ruminate even more. The monkey mind would be activated. I'd be stuck in my brain, too much in my head, too much with my thoughts, and eventually come to another crossing and then have to pick another crossing, keeping in mind that I got to go back later and do all those other options that I never picked, and so on and so forth. It's a place where I got stuck a lot wanting to fix things, stuck a lot because there was unfinished business. A lot of it can be seen as unforgiveness, either for myself or from others, or for others, or from myself, or whatever. Just unforgiveness in general. How sometimes people leave our lives, and we never really close that chapter as much as we would have liked. But it's okay to let that go. It's okay. It's okay to set ourselves free. Sometimes forgiveness is about us. It's about setting ourselves free. We can't progress in life and move forward in life if we're chained to this big boulder of regret and shame and guilt all the time. For me, it's where I found that I got confused and I got lost and I got overwhelmed because I was alone, and I was not occupying myself with positive gratitude and creativity. I was reactive and consuming all these things to get answers, and the more and more and more answers I sought, the more and more I had questions and more questions and more questions. Isn't that a strong pull for the human being to understand? And obviously some things have answers, but I mean, in these caves there's no really answers, there's just more questions. And it can be an endless loop of looking for something that you'll never find, wandering alone, lost, and then people around you, they don't have you anymore. You're gone. You drive your car to a cave one day and walk in thinking, I'll be right back. I just want to see what's in here, and you never truly come back. And that's what it is to ruminate on things we have no control over. The third cave is the one that's possibly barricaded, the one we've never been in. Sometimes not at all, or a little bit, but we didn't go all the way into the treasure. Well, this cave is medium length. It's cold and it's dark, But unlike cave number 2, which is cold, dark, and empty and endless, and the tormenting cave, cave number 3 has the answers. And we know it. We probably know it for, if you're young enough, you've known it for years. If you're older like me, you've known it for decades. And this cave refers to the gateway that I talk a lot about when wanting to install new beliefs and new behaviors, or remove old beliefs and old behaviors to better our lives, to enhance our lives, to transform, to evolve. There's a gateway period that we have to go through. There's a mind shift. I think that this is the cave that we dismiss a lot of the time, but we have to shift the mind out of the rumination cave and say, let's get out of here and let's go into this new cave, this uncharted cave, and see what's in there. I've done that many times, and let me reassure you, I've never regretted a single time that I had to go through this cold darkness, only to know that one day I would reach the end of the cave and there would be something miraculously beautiful there. And that's what I want for you. To me, that's life in recovery from drug and alcohol addiction, but also abandoning beliefs, things that were put in my brain by other people or society, or perceptions and interpretations that I created as a child because I didn't know any better. That's what I want for you. I want to encourage, get the crowbar, walk up to that cave, rip off the pieces of wood barricading it, and then walk in. It'll be cold and dark for a little while. But when you find that treasure, and I can't even explain what that treasure is because only you can discover that, then you come back on here and let me know what your treasure was, and I'll be happy, happy, happy to read that and to experience that with you.